right, let's dive right in, shall we? So if you don't want to see the glam part of this, you can go ahead and skip to like 4 minutes into this tutorial and see the crazy gory shit. But anyways, I'm gonna show you how to do this smoky eyeshadow look. To start off, you're gonna wanna take your favorite primer. I am using MAC's Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre and applying that all over my lid with my finger. And then for most of this look, I'm using the same brush, but it's just a blending, soft, fluffy brush. And you're gonna wanna dip into like a cream color. This is one of Morphe's palettes. I'm not sure the name exactly, but colors that look similar to that, feel free to use. It'll work just the same. Then after you apply that all over your lid to kind of set the primer, you're gonna wanna dip into this cool brown shade that I basically just pack on the outer corner of my eyelid. You're gonna see me going in kind of circular motions and up into the crease and kind of just define that even more. After you're done blending everything out, making sure everything looks seamless, you're gonna wanna take the same brush, dip into a matte black color, soft though, make sure you're soft-handed, and you can always build up. And as you can see, I'm being very precise. I'm just adding it a little bit on the outer corner and again, blending that along my crease, and yeah, like so. All right, time to switch brushes. So this is a more precise brush, and I am dipping into a red color and applying this under my waterline here and smoking out that shade. Don't be afraid, smoke out, but don't get it in your eye like I did. And then you're gonna use the same brush and dip into the brown color that we used for our eyelid and apply it right on top of that. And then we're gonna dip into this maroon shade here and apply it again on top of that. I just really loved how these shadows mixed together. It gave it a great effect for me. I liked it. And then you're gonna jump right into eyeliner. I'm using Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's in the color Trooper, and this is one of my favorite eyeliners. So as always, just make sure whatever wing you do, make sure it's sharp, extra sharp. Now you can stop here and add mascara, or you can put some lashes on like I did. These are House of Lashes Iconic Light, I believe. But after you're done applying that, you are gonna wanna get ready for some gory shit. As I said there, grab a shirt you don't give a shit about because you're gonna get messy. Grab some cotton balls and then some stinky ass latex. It really does smell though, it's nasty. And then a sponge, wanna make sure it has a tip, a sharp tip, and then some paint. The next item, you're gonna wanna have a little tiny sponge like that one. Okay, let's get started. So, pull the cotton apart like so, and you're gonna wanna make these little strips like I'm making. And make sure the cotton is tight so you can kind of like roll it up or pinch it together. Here I am measuring these little strips. I'm doing 4 gashes. You can do 3, you can do 2, whatever you want. But yeah, so I'm making 4 little strips of cotton. So once you're done with the cotton strips, you're gonna wanna pick up the stinky ass latex, pick up that sponge or whatever object you have, you could use a paintbrush, and draw the gashes. That's what I'm doing. This is more of a guidance thing, so if you just wanna put the cotton right on your face with the latex, that's fine, but it's easier this way. And the awesome thing about this tutorial is that all of the items you see from here on out, I either got at the Halloween store or the drugstore. So it was really easy and affordable as hell. So yeah, I mean, it just goes to show that you can still make some cool looking shit with the cheap Halloween makeup that you see. Once you have laid down your latex strips, you're going to want to pick up your little cotton strips and then lay those down on top of the cotton, or what? On top of the latex. And you are going to want to, they're really important, make sure these cotton strips stick to your face. Now, let's get messy. So after the cotton is stuck on your face, you're going to want to take more latex and apply it directly on top of the cotton. I use this little sponge brush, and I also use my finger. I feel like the finger works better when you kind of first apply the latex to the cotton because it glides on smoother, and then I go back and forth between the sponge and then my finger. Basically, what you're going to want to do in this step is saturate the shit out of those cotton balls with latex because this is really going to enhance the look. All right, once it is dry to the touch, you are going to pick up any foundation you have, preferably a cheap one, and this is a $4 foundation because why? You know, why use an expensive one? So apply a foundation in your shade all over the cotton. Once you are done applying the foundation, take some scissors and carefully just start a little hole and then start cutting right in the middle of that cotton strip. And then once you cut a little strip in each little cotton strip, you're going to want to almost shave off the edges a little bit to make the cut a little bit bigger because these are going to be scratch wounds. So we don't want them too small, you know? So just cut little strips along the edges of that to make it a little bit wider. Like so. See that guy? I'm just snipping it right off. I mean, these scratches are, after all, from the big bad wolf. I mean, it's a wolf, okay? Not a cat, a wolf. So make the wounds look like it's from a wolf. Then once you're finished cutting out your gashes or scratches, you are going to take the same foundation and apply that all inside of that area, because obviously you can see the white cotton poking through. So this is going to help mask and hide the whiteness. Once you're done with the foundation and you don't see any more white peeking through, you're going to want to set this whole area. You don't want any more shine. The latex is really shiny, so setting this will help mattify that down. And then take a fluffy brush, dip into basically any paint color, yellowish paint color you have, and start applying it in little splotchy motions like that. This is going to help give the appearance that this wound is extremely irritated. Now I'm picking up the Morphe palette again, choosing a red and a peach color, and applying even more irritation and just blending that out. Make sure everything is blended too and looks kind of soft, like a real irritation would. After you're happy with how the irritation looks, you're going to want to pick up a small paintbrush and dip into a dark red cream paint color, or you can even use an eyeshadow if you want. But you're going to want to just pack that right in the cuts and wounds that you have. This gives any fake cut, fake bullet wound, or whatever depth, and that it's actually you've been cut and it's really deep down in there. So I hope that makes sense. But after you've applied that, you're going to want to pick a red cream paint and pack it in as well on top of that dark color that we just applied down. You can even take that same red paint or red shadow and apply more around the wound like I'm doing. Yes, fake blood time. All right, so put some fake blood on a little petri dish like so, and take the same little paintbrush and pack in that flake. Oh my God, I cannot speak. So pack in the fake blood all in the wounds like so, and even apply it around the wounds, you know, because again, we got mauled by a goddamn wolf, people. Gotta make it look like that. Then you're going to want to take a little sponge, dab it into the red paint, and in dabbing motions, apply it all over the wound like so. Alright, once you have blended all that out, dip into the fake blood with the same sponge and apply it all over the wound. Alright, well that completes this Mangled Little Red Riding Hood tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it. If you did like it, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.